there in Facebook world. It's me again. Had a day off yesterday and I almost had a day off today. But consistency is one of our keys to success. So consistency it is, even though I'm a little bit tired from having a very, very, very busy weekend and a lot of study this morning. But I got so excited I couldn't put it down. I came up with a new form of help, I guess. I met a new person and so everything's gone from, hi Kerry, thanks for jumping on. What I have learned over the last couple of days has blown my mind, and I'm pretty sure it's going to blow yours as well. So this may take a couple of videos rather than just one with this particular form of the next step of how to make sure that your business is a success. So please bear with me if I don't get it all out in one go, but I'm so excited, it's amazing. So we talked about the other day, what are we saying? Oh, hi. We talked about the other day just saying how consistency is a very important key factor in having your online business to become a success. So now we've got the consistency and tick, doing things every day on a regular basis at a regular time to regular people, letting them know, mastering one up before you go on to the next one, so forth and so forth and so forth. So I hope we got all of that down to a T and you know what you're doing there. And I hope that you took notes. But if you didn't, I've wrote myself down a couple of notes here. Oh, one of the things that I did forget to tell you the other day with all my excitement as I do, one of the other reasons that it's really important to be consistent is the algorithms. So whether you're on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, they all have algorithms. And these algorithms work at their best, algorithmy thing, technical word that one, when they know that you're going to come on at the same time every day for approximately the same time to do approximately the same thing. So it helps make those algorithms flow. So that is another very important reason to be consistent. Now, today, we're going to be talking about our visualizations. If you want to be a success in anything in life, work, money, family, whatever, you have to have your goals. You have to have your visualizations. Now we've talked, excuse me, many times about having a vision board to help focus on the visualizations every day, right? So we're going to go into another step, into a much bigger, deeper step. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about law of attraction. Who else have we got on here? Good afternoon, Bill Rice. Thank you for dropping by. So I've got Bill Rice and Kerry on here. Brilliant. Law of attraction. We've all heard about it. How many of you have tried doing it by meditating and looking at your vision board and thinking, I'm going to get whatever? So it doesn't work quite like that because we don't have a genie in the bottle. But actually, we kind of do once you know how to do it properly. So I've come up with these amazing things with just different people. I kind of like, how many of you look on Pinterest and go through there and you start off by looking for fluorobiros or something and you end up looking at mandalas and then that takes you through to boho clothing and then that takes you to blah, 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 right? You end up 10 miles away from where you actually started on Pinterest. Well, it's the same when you're studying online sometimes. And you try to stay focused on what you're studying, but sometimes you just get this little carrot in front of your nose, then you follow it, and then you get another one and you follow it. Well, that's what's happened to me over the last couple of days. And I followed the path. I took that leap of faith and just followed my intuitions that told me to follow. And my God, I've learned so much and I have to share it with you. So we were going to talk about something else, which is part of your things that you have to do, the steps you have to do to be successful, but this one just has blown my mind so much, and while I'm so excited about it, I wanted to share it with everybody else. Law of attraction, creative visualization, visualization charts, okay? It's pretty exciting, and I have so many notes. I've almost written, that's such good English, Jill, written a book on it, but that book will become my blog. So watch out for my blog coming up this week, because anything you miss here, we'll have it all in there. Visualizations are ace, but there's a trick to it, Kerry, an absolute key factor that we've all been missing. So write in the comments below how many of you, whether they're watching this now or whether you're watching it on replay, have read the book The Secret. It should have been at the top of your list anyway. But The Secret, of course, is an absolutely mind-blowing book, right? It's all about manifesting what we want in life. And they talk about it. They talk about consistency. They talk about meditation. They talk about making your vision charts. They talk about all of the other things like that. But what they don't talk about is teaching you how to do all of these things correctly, okay? You watched the movie? Yeah, I watched the movie and read the book. I did both. Didn't want to miss out on a trick, but I did, because they don't tell you the couple of tricks that I've learnt over the weekend. Hang on, I need coffee, man. Okay. So, the first thing we need to understand is every single thing in life started, wait for it, drum roll, a thought. This chair that I'm sat on, someone thought about it, sketched it, and then it was made. This phone cover, someone thought about it, designed it, and had it made. This pen started maybe as this, and they thought we needed bright ones. It came as a thought. Someone invented it. It became. This top, everything around us started with somebody's thought. They thought, what if we did this? So the energy from a thought can create anything. The law of attraction. The problem is, okay, now you're ready for this one. This is going to scare you, because this is facts now. We have, oh, how many million was it? See, now I've forgotten. It was a huge number. We have, I've written it down about 6 times as well. I still can't remember. I think it was 100 million thoughts a second. 11 million thoughts in 1 second. 11 million. So, when you think that you're sending a thought to the universe because you've sat and meditated on your visualization chart for 5 minutes, when actually, while you were doing that, because your mind wasn't really meditating, because you've never really mastered the art of meditation, you're only sending that much of a thought to the universe, because you're having 11 million other thoughts as well. Your thoughts are going from everything from your subconscious about how to breathe, make my heart keep going, my hair keep growing, my fingernails keep growing, pumping the blood around your body, breathe, you know, all of these internal things, releasing gas, whatever, all of these internal things that we don't even know we're doing is part of our thought process. It's part of our subconscious. Then there's the other layers, the next layer of subconscious, like, did I turn the stove off? Don't forget to pick up that book. Oh, and remember to write down you need milk. You know, so that's our normal monkey thoughts in our head, which are also in our subconscious. Then you dismiss them because you're busy doing whatever it is you're doing. Then you have your normal thoughts in there. Like, oh, I've got to pick up the kids. And you start talking to yourself sometimes when you're in the supermarket or in the car or whatever. And this is how our brain works. Now, what we have to do is learn to clear that brain as much as possible. Addison, thank you for joining us. So we have to learn to clean that brain as much as possible, to have as clear a brain as what we can have to meditate, so that we can get our visualizations to the source, to the universe, to the greater power, to God, whatever name you wish to call it. It doesn't matter. A name is just a name, right? That thing that's greater than all of us needs to know your true want. So there's a couple of tricks. One, you have to be very, very, very precise on what it is that you're after. And you have to do one at a time. Now this is also very important. One at a time. Let's not be greedy and try and get it all in one go. One at a time. Okay? Now we're going to learn to clear our brain of clutter. And it's all to do with, not all, but a lot to do with breathing. we're going to learn to breathe correctly. Now, what you don't watch on here today, there is other places you can go to learn how to do this. I am by no means whatsoever an expert. This is what I have learned over the weekend from watching other people and reading through The Secret again, okay? So, breathing. Have you ever heard about where you have to breathe in and hold, like, watch a baby. That was how I was described it this weekend. Watch a baby breathe. They don't breathe just from their nose and you just see their shoulders go up and down like this, okay? They breathe from their tummy. Their whole tummy goes up and down like a balloon. Now, when I first started trying to learn to do meditation, which I was never very good at, they were teaching me that even if you don't master the art of meditation, if you master the art of breathing, you will live a happier, longer life anyway. And it does change a lot of things. So if you're in an awkward situation, if you're in an angry situation where someone's really peeved you off at work or something, breathe deep breaths. Breathe in through the nose 4, hold it for 12 in your tummy, and let it out for 8. In for 4, hold for 12, out for 8. And this instantly slows the brain down. It calms you and it makes a huge difference. Now, the next thing, after you've calmed yourself down that way, and let's hope that you're in a nice, peaceful, calm area, whether it's sat outside in the garden or in your little retreat in your home, the next thing is they call the left-right nostril breathing technique. Now, I thought when I first heard that was, okay, we'll give anything a go here, but you know what you hear these weird things and you think, I don't know how that's going to work. But apparently we change nostrils about every 4 hours with our breathing, and you don't even realize that you're doing it because it's one of these things that are on autopilot in the head. But we actually change nostrils with our breathing. So just try doing it, closing one side off and breathing, and see if that's your dominant one at this particular point of the day, or this one. So right now, this one is easy to breathe through and this one isn't. So this is my breathing nostril right now, but it will change within a certain time period and become the other nostril. Now, what this guy told me today was it yesterday? Doesn't matter. Your left nostril is for calming, it's from the moon, and your right nostril is for energy, it's from the sun. So if you want to do meditation and you want to declutter the brain a bit more, breathe through your left nostril. And again, filling up your stomach, holding it, letting it out again. If you need to go to do something like you need to run somewhere or you have a lot of work that needs to be done, before you start it, breathe through your right nostril and get the sun's energy in there, and it'll give you more energy. Now, whether this is true or not, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out or practice it. But the thing is, it's going to cost you absolutely nothing to try. And if it does work, you're going to have all this more energy or all this more relaxation and this clarity of mind. So it's worth spending 5 minutes before you meditate breathing through your left nostril, or 5 minutes breathing through your right one if you have an important job that you need more energy to do, like building your website or marketing on Facebook or whatever, okay? So that's the next one. Now, the next one was really mind-blowing and it worked. I tried it. This is the next one to make your brain decluttered and befogged and just make life easier to go into that deep, deep, deep meditation. So he said what you have to do is, let me find a piece of paper here, I'm not organized as usual. You need to find a tiny dot, tiny dot. You sit with your back straight and your palms open and up, and you stare at that dot, and you stare and stare and stare and stare until your eyes start to hurt, and then you stare some more. You control your eyes, stare and stare some more, and what will happen is the dot will either disappear and the background's only there, or the background will disappear and the dot only is there, or everything will disappear. Okay? And none of that's a problem. It's all good. Whichever way it happens, it doesn't matter. When you can't stare at that dot anymore, what you need to do then is close your eyes, but still see the dot. Now, the other thing you can focus on is something like a flower out in the garden or a leaf out in the garden, but just on the one thing, and stare at it until your eyes are so stinging that they've actually got water coming out of them. And the more we do it, the better we can get at it, okay? So this is really important. And when you're doing that, you're so focused on whatever it is that you're staring at, the rest of your mind goes blank. And you are in the flow. Now, and only now, is when you're going to meditate. And then you're higher at the source, and the source can feel you, and you can feel the source, and you're full of energy because you've got rid of all of that clutter and that grey matter and fluff in your head. So it starts to become real, high Kath. So it gets really, 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 really amazing when you get to that stage, and you are now can go into a really deep, clear meditation. So you go into your meditation, and you go into your void of nothingness, to let it all go and just go with the flow. Now, what he also said was, when you're meditating and you're in that just flow point, you will still get thoughts go through your head. What they said was, do not talk to those thoughts, just let them go past you. So don't say, yes, I know I need milk, go away. Just let them go past. And the more you do that, the lesser they'll get, because your brain's realizing that you're not having a conversation with them, you're just letting them go. Now, this is the next part. You already have, like I said at the very beginning, you have to have the most clear intentions of what it is that your goal is. So if your goal is to be a millionaire, that's not actually a clear goal. If your goal is to have $1 million in your bank account by date, or you want to know, you actually just want $1 million, or you want $10,000 every month into your bank account, you have to have the exact words, not I want to be rich or I want to be a millionaire. You need to have it very, very clear how you wish this to come. Because if you say you want to be rich, being surrounded by beautiful people is rich. Okay? In Indonesia, having $10,000 is rich. Okay? So the word rich is not clear. So you have to be very, 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 very precise. I want $10,000 in my bank account on the 1st of every month, or I want $60,000 into my bank account on the 1st of every month. Whatever. Whatever your goal is, be precise and be clear. When you come out of your meditation, you are at the highest source possible to speak with the greater force. Whatever name you want to call it is up to you. But you are now totally ready to send your intentions to the greater force, because nothing else is in the way. There is none of those million chatterbox monkeys going around in your head. They're all gone. So for a few minutes only, you are now in the perfect space to let your intentions go. So what you have to do is close your eyes again and focus on exactly what it is you want. Okay? So let's say you want $10,000 into your bank account every month. Close your eyes and visualize opening up your online banking and seeing $10,000 in there. 3 months in a row. You know, the last 3 months. See it there. Feel it there. Feel what it feels like. Feel the excitement of, oh my God, I don't have to go to work anymore. You know, have that as intentions and have them feel, you need the emotion with it. Because with the emotion, you get the goosebumps, you get the real, you get the smell, you get the feel, you get the touch, you get everything. So you have to make it absolutely real. Then start asking yourself why. Why? Why? Because we always had to have our why in the first place, right? Why do you want to become an online entrepreneur? Why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to be this? I've asked you this, guys, 1,000,000 times. Now you're going to do it to yourself. Why do I want $10,000 into my bank account every month? If I had $10,000, I wouldn't have to work anymore. Why would that be good, Jill? if I didn't have to work anymore, I could spend more time doing my life mission of cleaning up the beaches. Why do you want to do that? To make the world a better place. For who? Why do you want to do that? So as I get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into my whys, my emotions get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. The higher my emotions, the more vibrations I'm sending out there to Mr. Universe. Is this all starting to make sense, guys? Can put me some love down there if this is starting to make sense. So we have got to do the clearing of the mind first, okay? Deep breathing, left, right nostril breathing, eye meditation, deep meditation, visualization with absolutely clear intentions, and then why. So you get the full goosebump feelings of emotions. It might even bring tears. It might bring tears of joy. It doesn't matter, because this makes it more real. And when you've finished all of that, then you can just open your eyes and just let it all go. And just walk off and trust and believe. You don't need to know how it's going to happen. You already know that it's going to happen if you believe. But you just walk off and let it go. And the next day you do it again. And the next day you do it again. And the next day you do it again. And it's going to happen. That's it. You've sent it clear, without all of the monkey chatter, off to the universe. So now the universe isn't confused with whether you want milk or whether you actually want $1 million in your bank account, okay? Because if you don't get rid of all of this monkey brain stuff going on, when you think you're sending out the vibrations to the universe, but you're also sending out vibrations of, I have to pick up the kids, don't forget you need a new notebook, oh, did I buy milk, did I turn the oven off? The universe is hearing all of that, because everything in this world started with thought. But they were clear. And they were the ones that went ahead and did it. Alrighty. Absolutely. Isn't it, Carrie? Okay. That's me for today. I am going to go deeper and deeper and deeper into this, because this eye meditation alone probably needs a whole talk about it. And setting up your clear intentions, that probably needs a whole video just on that. And like I said, with my study over the weekend, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 pages of writing that I've just shortened it and tweaked it down to this. So this has all come from some guru in Indonesia. Really useful, thank you. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, Kerry. And the thing is, we're not all going to be good at it the first time we try it. When he's saying about focus on a dot or focus on a leaf or something to clear the mind, and it does work, because I did it on the wall. I focused on a dot on the wall, and I put a tiny, so I really had to strain my eyes. And I tell you, I was so focused on that damn dot, I didn't have time to think of anything else. My brain went clear as, absolutely clear. So try it. Leave me some notes down there about what your thoughts are on it. And if you've tried it, come back and tell me what happened when you tried it. Try the left, right nose thing. Tell me what you felt with that. And just clearing your brain that little bit with the deep breathing. Just try that first. That's the first one. And when you've tried that, just take note of what the emotions are feeling like. Have you gone from being up here to being down here? And you know, let's all try this one together, because we all know it's just common knowledge. You don't even need to read a book to figure this one out. If your head is in the right place, you're going to get what you want, right? Nobody gets ahead in this world if their thought patterns aren't right, which is why one of the most important things in becoming an online entrepreneur is having your brain trained first, which is why, like I said the other day, people that win money, because their thoughts are not correct, they don't believe, they don't have the right financial thermostat, they don't believe they deserve the money, so they lose it just as quicker than they earned it in the first place. Whereas when you do online training, the first thing they teach you is to get your brain in the right place so that you believe that you deserve this. And the sooner you believe you deserve this, the easier it is to get it. And doing this clear meditation and being very precise about what you want is going to get you there even faster. All right, guys, go out and practice that. And I want to see notes in this on this video later on this afternoon or tomorrow about what you tried and how it made you feel. That would be awesome. See you guys later. Have an awesome Monday afternoon or morning, or might even be Sunday night still for you. Bye.